Good day and welcome back to Elementary 72 Gaming. Now, in the past few days, the series which you are watching right now has actually gone live on YouTube, and I've actually just been copying and pasting the name, and I haven't changed the name since I finished my final edit, which was level 1 to 60 quick run. Do not watch these videos. It literally says, do not watch these videos. These are boring. And I have 27 views on the first video. The proof is before I put out the final video. They meant to be 0.0000000, and then the big one will come out in the end, and it will be the actual views, and then these are supposed to start accumulating. I honestly don't know what to say, and thanks to anybody who is watching it, because it's really ridiculous. And for the guys who says it's awesome, it is boring. I know it is boring. I said it is boring from the very start. This isn't something fun. There's tons of lag. There's a ton of problems with the way that I'm handling my character. I figured out one of the reasons why I'm getting so much of input lag is because my mouse is slightly broken. Slightly, not completely. And yeah, that happened when I was fighting in Lazarus. Because of the quick tapping, I actually broke the spring inside my mouse, so I have to open it and repair it. So yeah, that's going to be another nightmare in another few days. And overall, the series is having the exact effect that I wanted it to have on me. It's improving my ability to condense information, and it's making me a little bit more fluent in speaking. Now, here's something to note for anybody who says I should edit all of this and put it into a video. You are going to see the number of hours that are there. 24 hours means I have to watch 24 hours of video. That will take 24 hours, right? I can't just fast forward and find good bits and bad bits. It's not that simple. Even going back and counting the amount of time that is dead time will take days. So I'm not about to go and edit every single one of the 24 or 36 or however many videos comes out in total. Because at the end of the day, if I did that, I am going to be the person who is crying at the end of the day, because I'll be sitting there with so much of work to do that it's going to be impossible. Then I have to import all the video files, crop them out where I want them, which isn't so difficult. There's actually a method I can do for that using YouTube directly. I can trim my videos in the editors and have it on full screen view and record what I've edited. So just editing like that, there's a quick method. But yet again, the problem is you have to view 24 hours, then you have to view inside the video to wherever it is, which is a very simple situation. You put markers when it starts, and you put a marker shortly after where it ends that you want the video. And then you'll go in, you'll watch that entire clip about 5 or 6 times, and you'll see whether you want to break it up into pieces. And you'll do this here for about 100 clips altogether. And all of this will be condensed at the end of this into less than 30 minutes. But there's a bigger problem. My audio is over the entire thing, so it's going to be a big mess if I do it that way. So I'm going to have to go back, re-record all of the audio that I want over all of this after I've already captured the video. So you understand, there's actually 2 captures, and it's not 24 hours altogether. That's maybe something like 48 or 72 hours, because it can take up to 3 days to do what I'm talking about. And at the end of all of this, all I'm going to get out of it is a 20-minute clip. Yes, it's going to be fantastic quality, but there is something which I'm not going to sacrifice all the time for, because I've got other things that I'm busy with at the moment. I'm in the middle of a competition, and speaking is one of the most important things for that competition, so I've had to up my precision in what I'm saying. And I'm still quite shaky on it. My best in condensing about 100 pages worth of information is 4 pages, and my best speaking time on that 4 pages is 25 minutes, which is ridiculous. And the reason why it's so large is because I've actually got primary information and secondary information, and it's the same thing with these videos. You get the exact same thing throughout, and as you can see, the forever loading story. And in case anybody is wondering if I'm having problems, no, this one here is just its own situation on loading in. I just want to double check something. Oh, I am with the right character. How did I know that was coming? Yeah, I need to rush up towards where Parable is, grab that task and continue on. Remember I said I wanted the heavy suit. This is gonna be it. And this is up in Great Deal. I'll show you now. There's it right there. I knew about this. This is where I actually intended to go, but now I'm gonna go after this. And as soon as that is done, I'm going to end up back here against Jonas Alvarez. Ooh, I have forgotten a secret that I should have already embraced. You know what? Considering my current level, I might as well do this here. No, not that. Now, there is something that I'm going to say. I enjoy expeditions, right? It's one of the reasons why I'm running it like an idiot. And I can honestly say that I'm an idiot for running it. I know it's only worth 4,400. I know that it can take anywhere from 8 to 15 minutes. If I can actually spam it with 2 level 60s, that is what, let's see, spam it across 1 hour with 2 level 60s standing right in front of Barchimedias. That is what something like, let's see. Trying to figure out the exact amount of XP I gain from it. But my calculations are off in my head right now. That would be 6 times 4,400. That will equal... this isn't good. Yeah, so it was 6 times 4,400. That's about 24,000. This isn't just a wolf. Something else is here. Man, this is bad. Oh, I am higher level than this, so not going to hurt me too much. Oh yeah, so I can harvest them. Okay, right, here we go. Okay, I have to wait before I enter into this. Let me just check something. Yeah, this is all 500 on that side. So right here ahead by the tent, the moment I enter there, I'm gonna be flooded with enemies. The quest encounter isn't spawning. Oh man, this is gonna be hilarious. That's free XP from the guys who are cleaning up all of the guys who are running after me. It's hilarious. You know what? I'm not actually gonna leave the group because there's a strong chance they're heading to the same place as me in a few minutes. And what do I mean by that? Well, it's simple. After this, the next thing that happens is you're going to head down to the scout. You're going to hand in the mission, and you're going to end up back here done. Then when you're at Kierdan, you're going to fight off Thorpe, and when you defeat Thorpe at this point, you're going to end up... not Thorpe, you're going to fight... who was it again? You're not going to fight Thorpe right now, you're going to fight Jonas. Jonas gets corrupted. And when you finish fighting him, you're just going to sky up. Oh no, let me just ask these guys. It's a good question to ask. It could help me out big time. Now, why would you run the entire story from start to end so quickly, right? The reason for it is after Jonas, you're going to go and you're going to do one or two small little quests, and you're going to end up in Great Cleave after that there. When you... sorry, no, you're not going to end up in Great Cleave. This was the Great Cleave part of the quest that I know of. After this, you end up running to Eden Grove. You end up finding the Blight that can fight it off, and if you did one of the side quests, you would have met this doctor who's going to be over there. He's going to teach you that if you blight the Motherwell, you can actually ensure that the corruption is held back, because the entire Earth, the angry Earth, will fight the corruption that heavy. And he ends up blighting it, and what it does is it ends up saving a lot of the fight. So they end up stuck in the Dynasty shipyard, and they end up stuck in another location. Basically, that's where it goes. You have to go into Dynasty to complete the next part of the quest, as far as I remember. I forgot about that. I have to go to Ebonscale Ebonscale Reach. Oof. It's one of the worst places to run through. The snipers stay on you for a very long time. The spear bearers throw spears and they do bleed damage. They highly resistant to damage because they're in heavy armor. This here will be the end of my XP for the boost. So yeah, massive amount of XP in one single sitting. Every day you get a boost. If you off for longer periods, you get bigger boosts.
You survived? And your eyes, you're not even corrupted. Did you find him? Did you actually defeat Thorpe? That's wild. You're stronger than you look. No offense, of course. But I suppose if he really was Master of the Tempest, that would mean it's over and we won, right? Somehow, I have a sinking feeling that we're not done. In fact, a messenger came with reports of a new corruption surge in Great Cleave. From the sound of things, nothing good. More corrupted, stronger corrupted coming south from the Shattered Mountain. The Wardens are losing their footing there as well. Hold on. You're more valuable back at the fort. Jonas sent word that the Alliance parlay was all set. If you can get the factions to sign on to the fight, we could get the support we need in Great Cleave and beyond.
I am way too low to enter Ebonscale Reach if I think about it reasonably. You saw that massive XP boost that I took on. It's exactly what I'm looking for. Now, you have to understand that all that I am getting is 2 times XP. So if I got 5,000, then I would have had 10,000. If I got 15, that means I had 7,500 awarded. So 7,500 came out as bonus. So just thinking about that, you can understand why it's getting heavier on the XP side. If I keep going after XP and I keep boosting up all of the regions in the lower areas to double and triple XP, I'm going to be able to complete the story a lot faster. Now, the problem with entering the Mother Well, if I open up the Mother Well anytime soon, is the level of the Mother Well. It will be way higher than me. Coming back here as a level 40 was a good idea. 42, still shaky on my foundations. But when I go and I fight Jonas in a few minutes, that is going to be a nightmare because that's going to be very strong corrupted, and I have to clean up the entrance of that cave if I want to defeat Jonas. Otherwise, I'm in big trouble. Oh yes, he is doing the exact same path as me. I already know who survives this year. It's Grace. Oh man.
Corruption swirled around her like a cyclone, but she wasn't consumed by it. She commanded it. Stay back, Soul Warden! Has that vile woman claimed your soul as well? I warn you, if you're here to finish the job, I will not go down without a fight! Sounds like you, at least. I'll tell you what happened. Hell happened here. We came for the parlay as you asked, but the moment you left, the corruption struck.
I love that. There's my bonus, the next level.
The storm came in the shape of a woman. Corruption swirled around her like a cyclone, but she wasn't consumed by it. She commanded it. Not her. Your fellow Soul Wardens. She enthralled them, drove them mad. They turned on us. She didn't even lift a finger. Their rage, her smile. May I never see anything so terrible again. Jonas, the old man, he fought like a lion. He and the woman seemed to know each other. When I next looked, they were both gone. Yes, there was a Covenant Templar, Emil, I believe. He chased after the old man. It wasn't long ago. If you hurry, you can almost certainly catch up with them. I'll stay and search for survivors.
Oh, the guy was on one quest step behind me. So he is busy on the quest step where he's going after Thorpe. So he still has to go back to Great Cleave. You can see why this is just a time waste. Basically, if you have your teleport set up correctly, or if you manage to somehow buy the cheapest house in all 3 regions, which is still very expensive if you had a friend helping you out, obviously, you'd be able to get done with this far faster than I am currently struggling with it. That is that I actually have to say that, but yeah, that is You might be wondering why it's so important to keep this up, because eventually it will give me a quick XP tick in Everfall, and that might increase my Everfall gain by 1%, but there's nothing there to really draw out the extra XP as you may be thinking, which is wrong. There's Armine, which is what I'm after a lot of the times. I'm actually running for my life right now because I know how difficult this area gets. There's the corrupted version of their commanders basically all over the place here. And even as strong as I may seem, they'll kick my butt if they catch me.
Oh, praise the spark. I don't know who, what the hell that was.
Now you can see why I was so afraid of them. Look at their level. That is way above me in level, yes.
Oh, praise the spark. I don't know who or what the... I'm so glad that you at least are safe. I'm so glad that you at least are safe. He's inside the cave. I went in, but it was too late. I think he was a friend of yours. I'm sorry.
And I'm gonna herd them right back into this corner where I almost died. So here we go. I ticked him off so that he'd come down, you know. I don't want to fight the guy on top with any help coming from me, because then he's going to be even more tough for me to defeat. Should have had a corrupted potion on me, now that I think about it. Okay, here we go. Corrupted soul warden. Oh, that is just sad. Remember, I'm the first new soul warden, so all of these guys are basically my juniors. Being forced to kill my juniors. How sad. Remember, corruption does this eroding thing on your health, so you have to be very careful about how much you... I remember how hard this was the first time I went through. I actually needed somebody to help me, and then I figured out that I could do it solo later. That's because you can keep re-entering this place over and over again. That's Jonas over there, so all I've got to do is
pain. I know it's small consolation, but you are not the first who's had to put down a friend. Not the last either, I suspect. That demon woman. Was that the one they called the Tempest? And the old man told me you had gone to Wessel's Shore to battle some corrupted warlord. I wonder if it's possible that she waited until you left to attack. And this slaughter, the destruction of the Alliance in its cradle, this was corruption's true plan. Were we all nothing more than her pawns?
Ooh, there's it, 6,000.
I swore that I would help you and Jonas defeat corruption. I really believed we could do it. I've always been such a fool. Good. If you're not giving up, neither am I. Even if the Alliance lies in ruins, even if the Covenant withdraws, I will not abandon you. Agreed. We need to catch our breath and make a new plan. Back there, during the attack, I watched Jonas and the woman face each other. They knew each other. He called her Isabella. Isabella. Where have I heard that name before? In some old story? My friend works at the tavern in Restless Shore. We can lay low there for a while and figure out our next move.
Now here comes the big hits. Oh yeah, there's... Yeah, running down the road is the fastest way. You can see why I was just running through. I don't want to fight this many of these high level enemies. They're way too high level for me to defeat. I just ran through there. It should have been given to me previously. But then again, this is how things go on the crazy path. Okay, so here's exactly what's going to happen. Considering that I'm 41 minutes in and I am 1 level up in this episode. Shockingly, that's not good. I should have been already 2 up and going on for the 3rd. So yeah, I'm going to head on to the next location like I should be. Okay, so running through these areas, I'm gonna run through some heavy resistance in the form of the Lost Templars, the storyline that starts off in Brightwood, which is a new storyline by the looks of it. Although we do basically do part of it, we just didn't ever kill the heir, right? I don't remember killing Sir Gideon, Sir Gallard. No, Sir Gallard is the one whichever name it was, right? I don't remember killing him, but this is like a new thing for the whole situation, and it's one of the reasons. Let's see, am I heading in the right direction? Yeah, I'm heading in the right direction. So basically you head down towards the coast to get onto the road, and you just start moving with the road from this point onwards. and then after this here it's crossing all of the small land bridges and waterways to get into the next location. I don't want to get chased by a crocodile. Those things are crazy difficult to fight right now. I did just say I don't want to be chased by a crocodile. But these aren't alligators, these are crocodiles, if I remember correctly. Whew, so here we go. Finally, I'm registered to the city. Okay, now let's have a look inside the city. It'll tell me where I'm going. Okay, I'm just going to grab this quest quickly. I know that it isn't a heavy quest. So yeah, here we go.
Now I've seen my fair share of animals talking. More like wolf. It's the only choice we have, it seems.
You might be wondering why I'm just gonna pull all the journals right now.
Greetings, traveler.
Just hate this.
Greetings, traveler. Indeed, the woman is in denial, I tell her. Indeed. The woman Because the victor will turn on us. And we can't have that.
It is good to see you again, Warden. I believe you and Dr. Teo here know each other. Before we get down to business, we should honor your friend, the old man. Jonas, was it? Yes. A toast to Jonas. I remembered where I heard the name Isabella. An old legend about a notorious pirate captain, cruel beyond all comprehension.
Sweet.
The legend said she and her lover had a falling out, and she killed him. As revenge, his ghost came back and stole her evil soul. Put it in a box. Yes, that coincidence struck me too. To find mention of both in the same story. But that was 100 years ago. After Isabella's lover stole her soul, they both vanished. Too true. She may have been lying low, waiting for the box to return. She and her crew had their base near here, in the Arclight Cavern. But if you go, please be careful. It's unbelievably haunted.
$50 in, let's see how far is this going to take me. It's not like I don't know, to be honest. I already know that I'm gonna have to leave. Go down this way into this. Okay. So 1, 2. Leave right here and push towards point 1. That's going to be my weird little path towards it. And this isn't an easy path to run, in case anybody is thinking it's super easy. Sorry, had a hiccup. Now the reason, in case anybody is wondering, I don't have to rest or anything like that. The reason why I have so many speech impediments is because I'm not using my voice properly. I'm actually altering it slightly. I know this isn't my voice. I'm speaking way too softly to be my voice, and I'm also speaking way too low pitched for it to be my natural voice. My natural voice is actually very, very gruff. But unfortunately for me, I've done this here for so long that my voice doesn't come out unless I am really, really emotional. So, yeah. Hey. The box story is up here on the top, but I have to go through the entire cave to get there. I'm surprised it didn't register as yet. If I was 5 levels higher, I would have went to 88. The reason is quite simple. Just running through 88, the amount of XP you're going to gain. Oh. Remember, this is a level 44. That's odd. I think somebody might be ahead of me. XP. That is just for the first kill in this region, if I'm correct. 320, yay! So much closer to where I need to be. Doomed cabin crew, all I've got to do is jump inside the cabin now and murder them. I am so shocked at the low levels of DPS that I'm getting on this account. On my other account, my hammer does about 2,100 on a heavy hit and about 1,500 on a light hit. And that's just the first hit. The second one also does a nice load of damage. Forgot about that. I should have checked in at the inn. What? I didn't add in my attribute levels. Ah, are you kidding me? 43 minutes. Whoa. The moment I hand this in, I should level up to level 44. There will be 2 levels in this episode, exactly where I want to be for each of these episodes. 2 levels per episode. So yeah, that should be fantastic. You know how many games I know of that people complain about this type of... Oh, wrong place. People complain about this in particular because when you have to run around the islands and run around just to get your missions completed, it wastes so much of time. It makes it almost impossible for you to catch up to the gameplay of those who are ahead. And I remember this here for Destiny. We used to have to head to the tower, head to a mission, head to the tower, head to the mission, head to the tower, head to the mission, and all the missions were right next to each other. So people got so upset with the game that they lost 50,000 players just because of the way the progression was working. And at the end of it, I remember that Destiny altered the system so that you could orbital drop into our missions instead of having to have to run to them. And that reduced the time by so much that our entire story started taking us 2 hours per week. So yeah, those are some of the things that happen when you actually speed up your gameplay properly. Okay, why is my frame rate dropping like mad? In case anybody doesn't know this, my frame rate isn't always low. You all are receiving everything that I'm receiving at half my frame rate. So it's to prevent the recording from eating up too much of resources and leaving me totally lagged out. So yeah, that was just the whole reason behind it. If the recording eats too much of resources, my game just stalls on me. Where is Emilio this time? Oh, it must still be inside the pub. I'm just gonna hand this in, then I'm gonna stop the recording and I'll start again immediately after. Okay, the frame rates have gone back to normal for me.
It is good to see you. I hope I did not send you after I told tale. Did you find the cave? Any information about this box?
Oh, sorry about that.
So, if we assume the Tempest was once this Isabella, and she has only half a soul, that could explain why the box causes such a stir. For her, it could be the source of incredible power. Yes, and very quickly. If the Tempest gets it, this war may come to a swift end. A soul divided longs to be whole. Pieces call to one another. It's only a matter of time.
There's it. 44
But if
one
Captain
video.
Thorpe is no longer in possession of the box, who is? I need to consider this over a cup of mead. You should speak to Rima. Did you? Yes, she is a very famous singer, you know. Her song about the moon, it can move the heart of any man or woman. Sometimes both at once, I've heard. But yes, you should go speak to her. Well, I hear the Soul Wardens in the north are desperate for able fighters. I could do a lot of good on the front lines of this war, I think. I have every confidence in you.
Alright, so that's going to be a wrap for this video. Catch you all in the next one.